saying that because a lot of people like to just scream X is OP, blah 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 blah. But it was just like within the same tier. Like on the sorcerer, there was like chain lightning and a few other options, right? And it was just like even compared to its neighbors, chain lightning was really good. And then on the next tier, it was like Hydra versus Ice Daggers versus Storm Spear. And it was like Hydra had 100% uptime and did 4 times the damage of Storm Spear and Ice Daggers, but Ice Daggers and Storm Spear also had long cooldowns. And the Hydra was out all the time. So it was like, okay, if these have long cooldowns, they need to be doing more damage than Hydra, not less. So it just, honestly to me, it just felt like some of the skills were just really freaking good. Possibly OP. Greed Shrine. Money! Like, does this feel lower damage than my sorcerer at the same level? Yes. But also, does it feel completely playable? Yes. It does. I mean, I'm playing on veteran hardcore, which is the hardest thing available right now, and like, it's still doable.
Oh heavens, no, no.
Such sights I have witnessed. Such pleasure. Such pain.
It's no surprise Fedor was drawn to me. But I have given only what was desired.
How has the beta been treating you today? Everyone, I hope your day has been good so far.
Hey Necros, welcome back. Thank you for the resub. It's been good. It's been good. Trying out the rogue right now.
You will not interfere.
Dead demon.
If it's a reward you want, take the dagger from his chest and leave me be.
Random Twitch guy had rogue doing nutty bursts this morning, like 2 to 3 get embers popping up. Probably a lot higher level than I am right now. New dagger upgrade. Another dagger upgrade. Let's see. Bags are almost full. Let's go to town and then we'll go from here to the next area.
Oh, hi. So, how are you?
I returned with the ghoul hearts.
Because I'm a potato.
Hi, Dalano.
Seem to have captivated the clergy as of late. It's no surprise, really. Understanding your enemy is the first step to defeating them.
Let's see.
What do you need? Came apart nicely. Come back if you need.
Okay. Bags cleaned up. Don't need that thing. And still got to spend another point to get to the next thing. Let's get more flat damage bonus to everything. Alright. Got another level, and then we get some new skills that we can try out. Greed Shrine. Oh god, this thing again. Customize. Thanks. There. Save. Thanks. There we go. Okay. New toys. What do we got? Agile. Using a cooldown increases dodge chance by 3% for 2 seconds. While stealth, you heal for 1% max life per second. Oh, we're gonna get stealth? Concealment. Vanish from sight, gaining an advanced form of stealth for 4 seconds that will not be removed by taking damage. Concealment also makes you unstoppable, which all crowd control effects are removed and prevented. Grants 25% movement speed and allows you to move freely through enemies for its duration. Using an attack skill during concealment will break it. Smoke grenade. Throw a smoky concoction at enemies that dazes them for 4 seconds. They cannot attack or use skills, but are still able to move. Poison trap. Place a trap that arms after 1.25 seconds. It activates when an enemy moves within its range, applying 638 poison damage over 9 seconds or everything in the area. That's a big number. Also, later can get knocked down and a chance to reset imbuement skill cooldowns. Imbuements later on. You deal 2% increased damage to any poison trap. Exploit, you do 6% increased damage to enemies above 80% or below 35% health. And Dark Shroud. Surround yourself with 5 protective shadows. Gain 8% damage reduction per shadow. Each time you take direct damage, that damage is reduced and a shadow is consumed. Do they have a duration, or do they just last until you get hit? When you have at least 2 active shadows, have a 10% critical strike chance. Each active shadow from Dark Shroud grants you 3% increased movement speed. Looks like they just stay on you until you get hit. Okay. Like that. Okay. Alright. Concealment. Let's try this one. Pretty simple stuff. Okay. Smoke grenade. Leather doublet. I wonder if you daze an archer, if it'll run toward you or still sit back in the back. Uncommon bow. Are you an upgrade? No, you're not.
Strangers in the camp. Are you Vigo? I was sent.
I can't skip it, but it appears I can hit spacebar rapidly and they don't talk.
I know what I saw. She had horns like a beast. Strode right past where you stand. I think my mother's trapped in there with her.
Nah, maybe not.
You let my mother through, sir. Shouldn't you be responsible for her safety?
We have soldiers stationed inside.
You should be worried about them, too. Maybe you can help me.
Vigo's the other guy who broke his foot when he kicked that helmet in one movie. I don't remember. But he definitely breaks something in this game.
She did. The Horned Woman is the demon Lilith.
No, that can't be.
I like use Poison Trap too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like Poison Trap because I like that and like Thrips. So I think it's gonna be good. But I was just wanting to give each of the other skills a test before I settled on something.
There's more than your job at stake here.
I like how my guy keeps like spinning around to face whoever's talking.
Let's get this over with.
The damn hoist is stuck.
We've got to go on foot.
Look out!
Hey, that's my mother's charm on your wrist.
It's mine now, girl. She gave it to me when I let her and her friend pass through.
Small thing that I like. You guys see there's 4 throwing animations? It's like right hand inward, right hand outward, left hand inward, left hand outward. I think that's a nice touch.
Round up the knights.
This guy's real superpower is the fact that he never runs out of knives.
For as long as that will take. No. I'm going on.
So no, if you daze an archer, they still just sit in the back. They're not dumb enough to come running in. Alright. Poison trap. Long cooldown, sad. You can't make like a whole build around it with a cooldown like that. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. All right. The poison trap with the freezing caltrops so they have to sit in the whole thing is pretty nice. That's a nice combination.
What's special about this place anyway? What would draw Lilith here?
Hell if I know. Trava doesn't tell us anything. No one goes in, nothing comes out. That's all.
No lift. The jam must be deeper down.
That's a very immaculate looking trap. Look at this thing. Can I have more than one down? Holy crap. Is there a cap? You can have 4 armed traps out at once.
Locked.
Over here. I can squeeze through to the other side.
Wait, hold on.
And there she goes.
Enemies approaching. Nowhere to go. The fight's coming to us this
The monks say immaculate.
That's
Every chance I get.
quick thinking.
Sure.
I know a cornucopia of words, and I choose to use them abundantly.
Why would your mother leave you like that?
She wouldn't. Or she shouldn't have. I'm sure she had good reason.
So my question with this trap, let's see. When it activates, when an enemy moves within range, it applies a 410 poison damage over 9 seconds to enemies in the area. So does that just mean if they touch that poison cloud for 1 second, they get a 410 dot? So does that mean if they're in there for 10 seconds, it stacks up 4,100 in dots? Or... well, hang on. Like, it looks like it's stacking more and more dots on them, right? So I think it's reapplying the dot over and over and over. Which makes it much higher damage than it actually lists, if that's correct. So it's kind of like how Wall of Fire keeps reapplying its burning effect repeatedly as long as they're standing in it. Whoa, that one's got some health. Try on new class 8 rogues, but you look here to like school monk. Thank you. Not my first pick of a class either, but this is what I wanted to do today. Wanted to try this out. My first pick would be Druid or Necro, but those are not available right now.
The tunnel's closed. We're trapped without the hoist.
Look, there she is. That statue.
Enjoying it so far? Yes. Yes, I am.
The way I saw her.
Lilith.
Necro all day minion army.
Need to find
Yeah,
her.
Druid has a taste of that. In D2, Druid, had summoned wolves and vines and ravens and bears and stuff, and whereas the Necro had like 90 skeletons if you did your build that way. Which ARPG Necro is your favorite? I'm on the fence right now between saying Diablo 2 and Grim Dawn. I feel like Grim Dawn is like a diamond in the rough when it comes to like the public eye, like so many people don't know about it. I don't know if we've got any Grim Dawn fans in the chat, but I very much enjoyed that one.
Over there, the hoist. At last, I'll ride out. Slain.
I recently got Last Epoch Joy. I love Last Epoch. I do like the Necro in Last Epoch. I think I like the Primalist in Last Epoch a little bit more.
We need reinforcements.
No, we can
What was that?
It came from beyond the gate.
What was their class used to PoE with the weird random disc summons? Disc summons? Disc summons. Okay, PoE, I've played many totem builds. I've played many necromancers that use like zombies and skeletons and stuff. I've played golemancers. I don't know what you mean disc summons. Did they have the Werebear when you played Last Epoch? It looks awesome. I believe they did. My favorite build when I last played Last Epoch was actually the... I think they called it Sylvan form. Your guy looked like he took on a... like a wooden appearance. Like he looked almost like a Sylvari. So it was like he had a suit of wood. He was like in a walking set of wooden armor. And you could like summon up more vines and control plants and stuff like that while your animals were also attacking at the same time. Spriggan form, thank you, that is what it was called.
The escort.
I remember I had a pet scorpion that was a mother scorpion, and she summoned baby scorpions, and all of them did a stacking poison. So they would all, it was like I had a big scorpion and 100 little ones, and they would all just like hit someone in the shoe, and they would get like 1,000,000 stacks of poison on them.
Vigo. It was one of the women you sent. Only... she wasn't human. She was a demon, like the statue. Claims she mothered sanctuary. It was a damn bloodbath.
The other woman, Venard. Where is she?
She begged for her life. Lily spared her. Let her deeper in. Give up, girl. She's lost. Vigo, you must listen. Steel did nothing.
I kind of want to revisit GW1 and try to see how many undead minions I can manage. I recall 11 or so is what the best you could do. Yeah, because the health degen. Yeah, in Guild Wars 1, the longer a minion was alive, like first they would take a 1 damage every second, then 2, then 3, then 4, and it kept escalating, so it required more and more healing to keep them alive. So there was a kind of a soft limit of an army that you could have running at once.
He is dead.
Plus, summoning a minion needed a corpse. And the minions, when the minions died, did not leave corpses except for the flesh golem. That was the only one that you could resummon out of its own body.
She bribed you with it, didn't she? You weren't supposed to let her through at all. But it's not too late. She can still be saved.
Not by me. Not anymore. Prava will know.
Was the Necro available in this beta? No, Birdtree. The Sorcerer, Barbarian, and Rogue were. There's also a Necromancer and a Druid on the character selection menu, but they say unavailable. I believe they're available next weekend.
He really just left us.
Hold on a second. I'm tapping out to send a quick message. Just a second. Okay, done and done and done. I sent you a small request, Birdtree, just when you have time.
Lilith can't be too far.
What is this?
Didn't they put on a minion cap during Eye of the North? I played Eye of the North, but it was years and years later. I don't know about a minion cap added at that time. Did you try this with a controller? I have not tried this with a controller, no. close to level up.
I need more time.
Go southwest. I love that. That's fantastic. Just poison and ice trap right there in the door and then just back up. They all just funnel through and die. Level 13. Let's see. Poison trap will knock down enemies for 1.5 seconds when it activates. What does this do? 452. Alright, let's get the knockdown, see what that does. Hey! Hi. Is it your bedtime?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a moment, y'all. Tell my boy goodnight. Be right back. Okay, we can do that tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Rogue works amazing with controller since you aim facing the direction with the stick. I was surprised it works better than mouse. I mean, y'all know me. I've been a keyboard and mouse diehard for very, very many years. So I've done controller games so little, I don't consider myself very good at them. But I try to always tell people when a game works with controller when they ask. Bertree says it's still worth playing Guild Wars 1 even nowadays. I bought the trilogy that came with the Eye of the North and Hall of Monuments, so I haven't played it because I'm too engrossed in Guild Wars 2. So, Bertree, there are tons of people that still have Guild Wars 1, and you could still go and enjoy the game, but it is important to note it is a very different game. So, I would honestly just... It is completely possible you could install Guild Wars 1 and enjoy it greatly, but just don't expect it to be like Guild Wars 2. At all. The end. Like, just assume it's a completely different game, and you can enjoy it for what it is. LG4 is kind of like the cursed LG3 in Lost Ark. The cursed child. Wait, Lost Ark? You're gonna bring Lost Ark into this? Considering nearly all ARPGs feel like they are, you know, kind of copies of B1, I think it's closer to say